I bounced my poor choice of words off railroad tracks for almost an hour. We walked shoulder to shoulder. Too young for hand-to-hand combat, you told me you still believed in aliens. I asked, what about angels? And you told me you didn't want to be Catholic anymore. And I can't blame you for fighting tradition. But don't throw the baby out with the baptismal water, and I'm sorry. I just can't swallow a Jesus that stopped answering prayers when Revelations put the pin down. You said, crucify me religiously. I said, I don't know any other way. And you nailed screw you to my left hand and screw me to my right. I said gladly. You said not yet. 2 hours later, soaked in rainwater in the backwash of everything I had gotten myself into and all the good habits I'd gotten myself out of. We touched fingertips long enough to spark forest fires raging between our breastbones. I didn't have any more questions. And you were all out of answers. Other than the hollow space between fingers, we traded galaxies for a while, and you gave me my rib back. And I gave you every promise I couldn't keep from 8th grade to my senior year in high school, and I still can't break a promise without tasting silicone in the back of my throat, and I'm sorry for slipping pink slips in your back pocket for the cage where my heart used to be. I gave it away to a real pretty airbrush with double D's and knee pads, and I still remember falling in love with everything forbidden, like first fruit and cheap sex. Baby, it hurts to say no sometimes. And sometimes I float belly up apologetic, trying to save souls and steal salvation all in the same breath, and you bet you could hold your breath longer than I could, so I held your halo underwater long enough to trade wedding rings for fishing hooks and pickup lines, and I cut every time you said goodbye without I love you, or hello without I'm sorry. And I still piggyback all my apologies to my poetry, hoping you can swallow metaphors, 17 syllables at a time. Don't choke on the I told you so's. This is not a breakup poem. It's called Falling in Love, and it hurts sometimes. June 26th, 2009. You told me 19 years wasn't long enough to find love. And I told you, quit fishing for compliments. I'm not in the business of painting up pretty girls to forget where they came from, and no, I don't have any more promises worth making, but I know your cathedral like the backs of my eyelids, and I am all out of poetry to express how desperately I need to make a confession. I once played Russian roulette with the devil, best 2 out of 3, and I still got the holes in my hands to prove it. They're about the same size as the first time I said trust me, and the last time you said I love you. And last summer I took up smoking to feel more like a man, and stopped masturbating to feel like a kid again, and these days I can't keep my hands to myself, so hold your breath. Love hard. This is not a breakup poem, it's a second chance.